Tyson Fury is being offered the golden opportunity of making big bucks, but there's just one issue: his inability to enter the USA. Let's have a look. Tyson Fury is missing out on million-dollar WWE paydays due to US visa issues. Tyson Fury is a big name in the world of fighting, and it's no surprise that the WWE wants him to be a part of their events. The US Sun reported that the WWE wants him for a 2023 Royal Rumble appearance and a match at WrestleMania. And let me remind you that these are two of the biggest wrestling events, which means a big payday. But too bad for Fury, because problems at the border are costing him millions. The two-time World Heavyweight Champion made his first WWE appearance all the way back in 2019. This was his professional wrestling debut as he took on the Monster Among Men. He wrestled Braun Strowman at the Crown Jewel and beat him in a match that lasted only 8 minutes, thanks to a right-hand punch that sent Strowman flying out of the ring, and Fury, therefore, won by a countout.
Look out! Oh, had a spin on his shoulder. First goes Strowman, and out Braun.
The Brit was able to be a part of this event because it took place in Saudi Arabia, and the Arabs have no issues with Fury entering their country. Years after his incredible wrestling debut, the WWE wanted him back and had him scheduled for events in January and April. An insider said Tyson is well loved at the WWE, and him popping up in any match and a run to WrestleMania would generate huge headlines and fan interest. But the chances of Fury making it to these wrestling events are looking really slim. At this point, I know you're wondering what's stopping Tyson from entering the States. Don't fret, because I did some digging and found out why. Why is Tyson Fury denied entry into America? Well, he's got some connections he probably shouldn't. Tyson is being denied entry because of his links to Daniel Kinahan. So what's wrong with having connections to Kinahan, you may ask? Kinahan co-founded MTK Global, which represented Fury before it was shut down in April because Kinahan was hit with sanctions regarding his alleged crimes. Yeah, Daniel is said to be the leader of the Kinahan organized crime group, which has links to boxing.
Short right.
To make things worse for Fury, he's been associated with the controversial personality for a long time, and even gave him a shout-out when he organized a 2-fight deal against Anthony Joshua. The pro boxer was also photographed with Daniel, at which he stated, "Because I had my picture taken with a man, it doesn't make me a criminal. I'm just a boxer. There could be a criminal in this building."
Well, like I said to them, it's none of my business, and I don't get involved in other people's business, so...
Tyson's legal team is really trying to get him through, and so is WWE. Just being a part of those events would make him millions even if he's not fighting, and I don't think anyone would want to miss out on that kind of money. A source said, the WWE works with foreign athletes all the time in aiding their visa processing for appearances. The legal team is on the sidelines offering support in this matter. I'm sure tackling these issues is costing Fury a lot of money, but think of the big bucks he'll make if the matter resolves. Tyson isn't the only one who's denied entry because of this reason, and there are around 600 people on the blacklist, including his half-brother. Tommy Fury is also blacklisted from America.
And gained huge fame and popularity.
Remember how the highly anticipated Jake Paul vs. Tommy Fury fight was canceled for the second time in August 2023? Yeah, and if you were paying enough attention, you probably know that it was canceled because Tommy couldn't make it past customs.
He always used to go the distance, Curtis, who was one of the great...
He's got connections with Kinahan as well. Fans were really mad when this match was canceled because everyone was hyped up to see Paul with Tommy, but the issues at the border came in the way. After years of trying, though, the Paul vs. Fury fight is set again, and hopefully this time we'll actually see the boxers come face-to-face in a ring. The fight is taking place on the 26th of February in Saudi Arabia. This reminds me that Tyson can still be a part of WWE events in the Middle East, but unfortunately, most of their events take place in the United States. I guess we'll have to see if he'll ever be able to make it to the land of liberty, because his appearance in the Royal Rumble will truly be a treat for wrestling fans.
Beautiful jab with his head up off the line.
You and I both saw how great Tyson's WWE debut was, right? Watching him wrestle some well-known names would be awesome, and the Brit himself has shown interest in wrestling two very well-known, controversial brothers, one of them I just mentioned. If you guessed the Paul brothers, you're correct. Tyson Fury says the idea of facing Jake and Logan Paul in the WWE
Jab, and you gotta give Jake Paul.
sounds good. Visa or no visa, Tyson's excited about pro wrestling either way. All the international WWE matches have his back, because he can always compete in them, right? The undefeated boxer talked to Matt Lenihan prior to his TKO victory over Derek Chisora. When asked about WWE, Fury got excited and said that he can't wait to smash a chair on someone's head.
Now sent into the corner again by Strowman. Fury did not want to get in close quarters with Braun Strowman.
Tyson's got a good history with the Wrestling Association. Let's not forget how he was involved in Drew McIntyre's match with Roman Reigns at last year's Clash at the Castle event. He knocked out Austin Theory when he attempted to cash in Money in the Bank contract. The Brit was asked if he would ever be up for teaming up with his dad, John Fury, to face Logan and Jake Paul. He said it sounds like a good idea. It's worth mentioning that the WWE would probably be more interested in a fight between the Paul brothers and Tyson paired with his brother, Tommy Fury. Because let's be honest, I don't think anyone wants to see him teamed up with his 58-year-old father, but honestly speaking, a WWE match between the Paul brothers and the Fury brothers will be a big one. And would make both parties a lot of money. And think about all the hype because of the long-existing drama between the two families. Speaking of drama, let's go down memory lane and reminisce about the Paul-Fury feud. Why is there beef between the Furies and the Pauls? It started on social media like every other feud these days. It all went down when Tyson decided to congratulate his brother after he picked up a win against Scott Williams in London. He posted stats showing that Tommy's fight was viewed more than 1 million times.
Has good sparring with big brother Tyson, and you couldn't get better sparring.
While other fights hardly crossed the 100,000 mark, the stats weren't accurate. And guess who pointed that out? If you guessed Jake Paul, you're absolutely correct. And he didn't only point it out, but he also used the opportunity to mock the Brit for sharing false information. Tyson then challenged Jake to fight his brother, Tommy, and thus the online war began. Paul then decided to take some things to some other level when he publicly stated that Tommy's girlfriend, Molly May Hague, DM'd him on Instagram. It was later revealed that the DMs were fake, but the Fury brother had threatened Paul.
Jake, Tommy Fury, what's good, son?
Yeah, involving girlfriends is definitely the way to make things worse. This feud has continued since, and maybe the Jake Paul vs. Tommy Fury match in February will put an end to it. We'll just have to wait and see. And for Tyson, let's just hope he makes his way into America. I have my fingers crossed. Well, that's all we have for you today. See you in our next video.